how y'all doing? My name is Deborah and I am here to give a review of, or actually to tell you about a new K-drama that I am freaking crazy about, and I'm gonna start doing episode by episode reviews for this drama just because I love it so much. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about a drama called W, Two Walls.
Follow me, high talk, shotgun, 실력만으로 아이돌 하는 놈 안티 가수 now know me. Oh, every time I see you, 그대 눈을 볼 때면 자꾸 가슴이 또 설레어와 내 운명이죠 세상 끝이라도.
It's starring Lee Jung-suk. You might remember him from Pinocchio, I Can Hear Your Voice, Doctor Stranger, School 2013, and Han Hyo-joo, who is finally returning to TV dramas after a 6-year hiatus. You may remember her from her most popular work, which for me was my best, Dongyi, or even Shining Inheritance. But a little bit about this drama. I'll give you a little brief summary, try to leave out spoilers as much as possible, and tell you why you should watch this drama or why I am obsessed with this drama. Okay, so it's basically about these two characters and two worlds. So Han Hyo-joo's dad is a comic artist, a manhwa artist, like mangas, so comic books, and he's a comic book artist who created this comic book called W, and it's all revolves around this character Kang Chul. Kang Chul being Lee Jung-suk is this guy who was once an Olympian who shoots in the Olympic. That's what he does, that's his sport in the Olympic, he shoots. And one day when he went for the Olympics, he won, and after winning he came back home and found his parents dead, like all his family, his mom, his dad, his brother, his sister. This isn't a spoiler, okay? You see it in the first 10 minutes of, not even 10 minutes, first 5-6 minutes of the drama this happened, so it's not really a spoiler. But his parents were all shot. His mom, his dad, his brother and his sister were shot, and they suspected him. He was the main suspect for it because, well, duh, he's a pro shooter. And they also saw the gun that was used with his fingerprints on them, so he was the suspect. He was arrested, etc, and basically at the end of the day he got released. And when he got released, he changed his life around. Like, he didn't get into prison for it because they cancelled the case. They said that there weren't enough evidence to put him behind bars, so instead they let him go. And when they let him go, he ended up fighting for his life and working until he made himself a self-made millionaire/billionaire, one of the richest people in Seoul, and he became really powerful. He bought his own media company, and he has his own normal company and all, but he also has a media company that he's using to try and find out who was responsible for his family's death, because he's doing this show on the company's TV station on crimes and finding out who really committed crimes. So that's what his story is basically mainly about. That's the brief summary of his life story. Now, coming back to Han Hyo-joo's dad, leaving the comic book aside. So Han Hyo-joo's dad was the one who wrote the comic book, and him and her mom are separated in this drama, actually divorced, not separated, and she's a medical resident. Han Hyo-joo is a doctor, but she's a resident in a hospital, so she hasn't yet finished everything and all. She's still a resident at her clinic, and one day she receives a call about her dad going missing, and so she comes into the office where the dad writes his stories and his comic book to find her dad. And she doesn't see her dad. She's unable to find him, and the reason why she even went into the office in the first place is because her boss is also obsessed. Like, the comic book written by the dad is a huge big deal in Korea. It was the biggest of the biggest, or it is the biggest of the biggest in terms of like what is currently reigning in the country and what's the current rave in the country. It was his book, his comic book debut, that was the rave of the moment. So Han Yeoju's boss, a doctor in the clinic, Hasonbi, has senior, was interested in the comic book and told her to go find out spoilers of what's gonna happen next. That's kind of why she went to the dad's office, and then she found out that her dad had suddenly gone missing. He was in the office and he just suddenly disappeared. He wanted tea at 10 o'clock. His assistant came into his office at 9 asking him if he wanted coffee, and he said, yeah, bring it to me at 10. But then when the assistant came in at 10, her dad had disappeared. He had vanished, and they never saw him leave the office. So anyway, Han Yeoju finds out that from the assistant that her dad was planning to kill the main character of the comic book, whom she's the biggest fan of. She absolutely loves this comic book main character, who is Kang Chul, who is also the actor who is being played by Lee Jung-suk. She absolutely loves this character, so she was really sad and she didn't want him to die. But then she looked at the picture that her dad drew while they were trying to find out what happened to the dad, and so she told the assistant to go call the police and let the police come find out, since it's been a while now and the dad hasn't come back, and it's just weird that he has gone missing. It's not normal for him to have gone missing. So she looks at the picture of the drawing that the dad has made, and he has this picture of a guy that has been stabbed on his system, and suddenly out of nowhere a hand from the picture reaches out and drags her into the system. So she enters into the system and realizes after some time and etc that she has entered into the comic book world. So basically this drama is about two different worlds: her world, which is the real world, and then the comic book world that her dad wrote about actually really existing, Kang Chul being looking real, like a real human being and all. So that's kind of what the story is about. I'm not going to give you more spoilers than that, but oh my freaking goodness, now this drama is the best thing that has happened to K-dramas since a very long time. It is different from every other drama. Let me tell you my 5 reasons why I think you should watch this drama, and you have to watch this drama while it is airing. Number 1, it is a drama that hasn't been seen before. I mean, yes, we've had time travel and all, but we've not had this kind of drama of two coexisting worlds that are actually parallel to each other, one real and one fake, and a character entering into the fake world, or the fake world character entering into the real world, or something like that. We've never had this kind of storyline. It's normally something related to a chaebol or something like that, or a disease and etc. So this is really different for K-dramas, and that's why I love it, because it's not like, I mean, yeah, it may have been done before in the American scene, something similar, not exactly like this though, but then this is still different. And then I just thought of Jumanji, but then this is really different in that it hasn't been done before in the Korean drama scene ever. So it's a really original script that I absolutely love, because it is original, it's different, we've not seen it before. So that's one of the reasons why you definitely have to check it out. Number 2, unlike most dramas where we see the girl is a chaebol, or the guy is a chaebol, the girl is poor, or vice versa, or something like that, this is different in that he had a bad past where his whole family was killed. He came from a poor family, but he ended up making himself into a self-made millionaire. She herself, she's a doctor, and doctors, we know doctors don't earn little, they earn at least a good amount of money, and her dad himself is this mega millionaire because of his comic book. So you can't really say she's poor in that right, even though I'm a firm believer of my parents' money is their money and my money is my money. But she isn't really your typical poor girl of K-dramas and all. She comes from wealth to an extent. Not that they live in wealth, they don't live affluently and all. Her dad doesn't really spend his money and all, but her dad is loaded, if you get what I'm saying. So I really like how different that is. Number 3, this story is unpredictable. It is the most normally when you're watching a Korean drama, no matter how, even My Love from the Stars, you can still predict what is going to happen. Like, yes, it has revenge. You should be able to predict, okay, this is the person that did this, that is the person that did that. But this storyline is just completely unpredictable. Each time it just keeps shocking us every single time. And what makes it even more better with its unpredictableness is that, just like comic books, for you to move on to the next chapter, something major needs to happen that shocks the character, the main character, for it to be able to move on to the next chapter. And that's exactly how it is in this storyline. When she's in the W world, when she enters there, she has to do something crazy in order for her to be able to come back to the real world. Because in the real world, she spends 30 minutes. She has spent 30 minutes throughout her time in the W world, which is in the real world time. But in the W world, that 30 minutes could be 2 years, 3 years, however long it needs to get things done in the comic world, because time needs to pass and things need to happen, and it can't just be waiting for us in the real world. So she always has to do something unpredictable, be it a kiss, which this isn't really a spoiler, but you will get various kisses in just the first 4 episodes, and various love confessions which don't really matter, but then still it makes your heart beat. Like, which brings me to the number 4 reason why you need to watch this drama. Normally when we watch a drama that has like kiss scenes, we all complain about kiss scenes that they only lip lock and that's it. And we're like, seriously, what is this? Is this a high school drama? Is this blah 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 blah? But in this, even though they haven't gone into the real kissing between the main characters, and right now they just lip locked because we needed to move on to she needed to leave the W world and come into the real world and all. But that lip locking still makes you go crazy, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they just did this. And it just makes you really excited and anticipate and in anticipation for what's about to come, when they have a real kiss and when they actually really fall in love and like each other. And it just makes you think, okay, so how the heck is this gonna work out between them? Is he gonna become a real human being? Is this gonna have a side ending? It's so unpredictable. You can't ever imagine what's gonna happen with this drama, and that's what I absolutely love about this drama, in the sense that it's different. It goes out and beyond. And number 5, why I like it is because it's allowed to break every rule possible. This is a drama that no matter what it does, we can't really judge it and say this is not realistic, how can you do that, because it is not meant to be realistic. So it's gonna give the writer the chance to go above and beyond, dwell in her imaginations, explore, widen her horizons, and do crazy things that you could never imagine. And I'm just really excited to see where her brain can go. It has the makings of being a great drama, if only it is not ruined and it really sticks to the script and somehow they don't ruin it. This is gonna be one of the greatest dramas ever. Hopefully it doesn't turn into another cheese in the trap that I was so excited about and then they just ruined in the ending. But I am really excited about this drama. It is the best drama so far I have seen in a while, in terms of like storyline and difference and all. Like, this storyline is just, the script is just so original, and that's what I absolutely love about it. You should definitely check W out. It has a hint of mystery, it has a kind of thriller feel, it has romance, it has comedy, and Lee Jung-suk just makes your heart beat to the highest level. You're always excited to see the two worlds, and I love how it makes us really excited to see both worlds differently. Like, okay, if she goes into this world, what is gonna happen this time? Is he gonna buy her? Because you know how rich he is, you keep wondering, okay, can he bring his money from that world to the real world and it will still function in the real world? Can she bring that from the old world to this world and it will still function in this world, etc and etc. So it's really different. Also, there's someone that's always trying to kill Kang Chul. Our question now is, who is the person that's trying to kill Kang Chul? Is it her dad, since he's the writer and her dad is always trying to kill Kang Chul? Because according to her dad, Kang Chul is a monster, which we haven't realized why he's a monster, but I'm beginning to start to understand that. I think the dad thinks he's a monster because from what we have seen so far, it's Kang Chul is beginning to realize that he may not be real, he may be part of a comic book which is bringing him to life, and which at the end of the day can cause him to kill the dad, because in the story the dad killed his parents and Kang Chul is out to find the person that killed his parents. But there's also a dark presence that's always coming to try to kill Kang Chul, and we don't know yet who that is. It may turn out to be the dad, it may not be the dad, we don't really know. It would be really nice though if at the end of the day it's not the dad, it's someone else that we could have never even imagined that is in control of all this and that made all this to happen. How did it happen? There's so many questions that I need answered and you will want answered, and this drama will just drive you so crazy in a good way, trying to dissect and understand what's going on and try to figure it all out. So you should definitely give it a try. You can watch it on Viki, but you do need Viki Pass to be able to watch it on Viki. I don't know if you can see it on Drama Fever yet, but you can see it on Viki, and you have to have a Viki Pass for that. But I'll also leave a link below for where you can see it free. I have a Viki Pass. I watch it on Viki because I love the comments on Viki. This is not a promotion for Viki, but yeah, if you don't want to pay, I totally understand you and I have got you. I'll put a link down below for where you can check it out and where you can watch it for free, but you definitely need to check this drama out. I'll be giving episode by episode reviews. It may not be immediately after the episode comes out just because I have work and live and things like that I'm working on. I'm about to finish my own book, but I will definitely be giving episode by episode reviews every week, so expect something from me time and again and all. But make sure you check this drama out. Tell me what you think. I am obsessed with this drama. This drama is the salvation that I have been looking for a while in Korean dramas. And another drama that I'm excited about is The Good Wife, which if you haven't checked out, check out. I think I'm going to do a review for that too. But let me know what you all think about it in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you've watched it, what makes you go crazy about it, let me know in the comments down below. Are you also excited for my episode by episode reviews? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and keep being awesome, beautiful people you are. From me to you all, you know I've got nothing but love for you all. Stay awesome.
하루 돌아갈 수 있다면 그날로 나 살 수 있다면 널 아프게 한 말과 행동 되돌릴 수 있다면 널 덜 외롭게 하고 더 꽉 안을 수 있다